Spirits on the Ying. Two new members of this DarkZero roster. Speaking of, Spirits over towards main stairs, steps on a Gumine.
Shotgun in hand. Bit of information, but a mid-range battle. Unable to take that head on. Waits for that Candela and pushes forward.
Up close. I don't think it was expecting Groovy to be making that push towards main stairs. Spirits on 1 HP, so is Jaxu. And Spirits will be the better of the two. Although another one pushing up main and gets the kill with the shotgun onto Jax. 3 in quick succession for Spirits. What an entry for him. What a start for DarkZero.
That's why he paid the big bucks, right? Spirits, they framed him as being the difference maker potentially here.
A really good response here in the second round after DarkZero and mainly Spirits were super aggressive in the opening round. It's a swift response, it's a clean one. Expecting the swing from Jags. Citizen, really good game sense, does find the kill. Running out of time though for DarkZero, running out of players. Flash not going to be effective. Groovy hit well, second one effective, but he had already found the kill onto Citizen, and surprise, surprise, Fnatic take the second round. The majority of the work done earlier.
Yeah, over towards Warehouse, that cheeky double to open things up. It can be quite a difficult part of the map to attack. There's so many different angles and positions that defenders can situate themselves in, and so clearing that.
It's 0-2 canister. Only 60 seconds left, and so far you've got to say for Fnatic, they've done a decent job of just keeping DarkZero at bay. They've got the opening kill. DarkZero need to try and flip the script here in this round because it's slowly going the way of Fnatic.
They look for the path of least resistance directly. Nave makes the ball over towards main breach. Impacts from below. Util game strong from Fnatic in this round.
Yeah, Sarks actually is going to be a thorn in the side as well over towards Briefing. In towards Bucks though, Nave going for the plant, trying to find it. You can indeed see him, but he was zoomed in. Able to un-ADS and catches him just on the edge of the smoke. Yellow ping, knew that Pampazoo was coming to recollect that kit, and Fnatic showing some really good signs of life here through the opening. If you linger around for long enough, and Fnatic are going to be able to get an opportunity to get someone on flank. Spirits, really the objective here is get into sight, see if you can get into a corner, get the plant down, have others cover off the back of the Montang. Citizen with a long angle, very long angle, gets off of it though temporarily. Goes for the rotate, wants to now play off of Spirits, who wants to get into a position to go for that plant successfully. And he finally elects to go for it. Watching the cover was Citizen, but he loses the battle to Groovy. Can Spirits get this down successfully? Indeed, the answer of that is yes. Gasbait, way too late. Unfortunately, by D-back, he did lose his life as well. Spirits cannot make it out though, so that loses a little bit of pressure onto the kit for DarkZero and being able to watch it, but they found kills. They've got the numbers 3-on-2.
Saw that buck down below, so keep that in mind. The cross needs to be broken. Jackson to lead the line, but he falls to NJR, who lines them both up, and DZ responds.
From DarkZero, 2 different ways in which they can play their attacking siege.
And that's not a sentence that would typically be said about that roster in years gone by.
Yeah, they're not looking one-dimensional at all, and that's really what you want from this roster, from this new look DarkZero lineup. Fnatic just got hit with an absolute sucker punch. They just didn't look ready for that change-up of speed. I think it's a case of, like, you don't want to be that one-dimensional. You don't want to be that kind of team that's always rushing in, always fast and aggressive, and you certainly don't want to be that team that's always slow, always methodical, because it's too easy to read. Jags, well, you know, you're down 5-2. You got to just go for something. Loses the battle to Citizen. And Groovy by himself. This is definitely going to be a third round on the board for DarkZero. And so far, really good signs from them as well in their ability to change things up. Flawless round. Yeah, too easy, says Spirits. He wants to go for a peek, though, off the back of the opening made by Spirits. Still 50 seconds in the round, though. Plenty of time for DarkZero. They've got the player advantage. Just got to think their way through this situation. Got to be careful of Jaxu as well, still towards Medical. Nave, well, he wasn't careful enough. Caught out. Good trade, though, by Citizen, and 3 in the round found for him as Spirits gets another plant down. And Citizen makes it the quad and could be on for the ace. Over towards Storage as the remaining player in Jags. Citizen may as well just go hunting at this point. It's a 3v1 in the post plant. Maybe you don't have to hunt too much. He has to make his way over. Now caught in Briefing. Spirits can call out. Citizen comes hunting. It's an ace for Citizen. Didn't have the full information. NJR's watching the doorway. It's all too easy right now. Entry in from Jaxu. Deals with the barbed wire. Bees have gone out, landed onto Spirit. Position now no, but they can't really deal with him. NJR got taken low. And unfortunately for Fnatic now, heading into the final 20 seconds,
where are they going to plant?
They have to rush, and yeah, where are they going to get this plant down? You know, Deepak has to kind of just send in. Jaxu finds a kill, but he almost got traded almost immediately. One prone deep in the middle of the site, but all of these entry doorway positions still being watched. Although, Fnatic are starting to land a couple of shots. And Deepak gets one down. That's only Citizen. That is up for DarkZero, but there's so little time remaining. And Citizen able to get at least one, and the time ran out before either he could get the last kill or the last kill onto him was to be made. And in the end for Fnatic, I think the time running out is the best. Sark's is going to have to force his way either out or he wants to continue to take this fight. Super aggressive by Pambazu. Just kind of retaking this position back in towards Lab. Again, Fnatic are just kind of stalled out of sight. They're just kind of sitting around trying to find these long angles, and Sarks gets caught. Takes a bullet to the body. There's a headshot opportunity. In the end, does find the kill onto NJR. There's an opening, and now goes prone, expecting the doorway swing. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out the first time. Second time is good, though. And the plant going down as well by Deepak. There is that pace switch up by Fnatic here into the 8th round, and it is working so far. Plant will be successful. Citizen might just need another ace at this point if they're going to be able to salvage this one for DarkZero. 2 versus 4. Much better from Fnatic to be able to get into sight, get some really good kills. A lot of that off the back of that opening pick as well by Sarks. And that's a much, much better round from Fnatic responding to their coach. Fnatic, yeah, firmly on the ropes. It's going to be 6-3 in favor of DarkZero unless Jaxu holds off a very heroic performance here with 40 seconds remaining. Needs to find the 1v4 as Pambazu gets brought back up. And DZ, if they can get themselves a 7-3, 7-4 kind of win here, it's probably about that pass mark and what we maybe anticipated for a matchup such as this. Well, there's one for Jaxu, 24 seconds to go. To be fair, that was the low health Pambazu. Now he needs to drop. Smokes go out. Doesn't go for an immediate plant. Bulletproof camera, by the way, is watching his very position. They know exactly where he is. They've got Vert up above. Not much more he can do from here. And NJR will put an end to his misery and give themselves match point as well on the Daemon.
They've got to filter through the doorway, right? Because the hard breach being disrupted. So this is going to be really tough for Fnatic. And this is another instance where somebody from Fnatic needs to step up, be the playmaker, find that opening. They need to brute force it in.
Is it going to be Jaxu on the Capital?
Oh, here we go. There we go.
It is Jax from down below, playing off his mark. Deepak lost his life, and that's Kid on the floor as well temporarily. And Pambazu to put potentially the final nail in the coffin here for Fnatic. Jaxu in a 1v2 on his new roster with 25 seconds. Does have the diffuser, but arguably needs to maybe go for these kills. I don't see a world in which they're going to allow him to get this plant down and for him to play the post plant. Thought maybe there was a chance to spot that head, but no, doesn't check left side corner. Citizen gets the final kill. Kangaroo Kenny gets up and about, and so does DarkZero.